shown below. And all we know about this is that the turning point, i.e. the maximum point, is 1, 4. Coordinates of the maximum point of this curve are 1, 4. Write down the coordinates of the turning point of the curve with the equation fx plus 3. Now, this is what you need to remember. In the brackets, you do the opposite of what it says. So if it says x plus 3 within the brackets, what it means is you use a translation which is the equivalent of minus 3, 0. So it doesn't affect the y, but it does affect the x. So you go the opposite way. So you're going to be going 3 to the left if you're going minus 3. So that is what this means. Fx plus 3 equals minus 3, 0. So that means we're going down, so 1 minus 3, so it's going to be minus 2, 4. Okay, now for this one, y equals minus f of x. So it's not going to affect the x. We're not going to be flipping it across the y because that would be in the brackets. But what we are doing is we're flipping across the x-axis. So it means that we're going to be going like this for this one because we're minusing. That looks terribly good. That was the computer sorting it out, not me. So that means we're going to be saying that that is 1 comma minus 4. And that's what's happening there. Because this is on the outside of the bracket, so therefore it affects the y, not the x. If it's on the inside of the brackets, then it would be minus 1. Right, this one, y equals fx minus 3. The way that I read this is looking like this. 0, sorry, let's do that again, f of x, and the minus 3 is outside the brackets. So it's not affecting the x number, it is affecting the y, and it literally does what it says. So you go down 3. So you go 4, 3, 2, 1. So it would be 1, 1. Okay, and finally, f of minus x is, you look at what we've got, so we have 1, 4, and if it's in the brackets, you think, what would it happen if I made it minus? So it'd be minus 1, 4, which would mean, ostensibly, what you do is, I'm going to show this in blue, you would flip it across here, so it would look like this. There you go. And that's the way, so you flip it through the y-axis. So it's minus 1, 4. And that's how you do those questions. Now, I'm going to do exactly the same thing here, so just sort of reinforce the point. So you can try and work out what it's going to be first. So y equals fx plus 2. So if it's in the brackets, it affects the x, but do the opposite. So this is the equivalent of going minus 2, 0. So go minus 2, and it would be 0, minus 3. And then that's minus, so we flip it across the x-axis. So it's going to be 2, 3. And then if it's outside the brackets, it is the same as saying go up by 2. So you go 2 minus 1. And if it's minus x inside the brackets, that's saying flip it along the x-axis. So we will get minus 2, 3.